Hello, lovely Gemini. This is your reading for the week of July 6th, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. And of course, it won't be for every Gemini. Gemini, as soon as I started calling in the collective energy for you, what I was shown was you standing on an old ship, a wooden ship. And you've got the old spoked steering wheel and you're guiding it. Then as I'm looking more closely at you, Spirit's drawing attention to your head. You've got a hat on, and okay, so now the ship's rocking a little bit, and there's a lot of wind, and there's rain. You've got a big old rain slicker on. And then what I'm hearing is, whoa ho, blow the man down. It's an old sea shanty. So what are the sea shanties about? Basically, they're in place because they help keep a rhythm that the sailors need. Now, why is that relevant for you? I believe it's relevant for you, Gemini, because what I'm seeing all around you is this commotion. It's wind, it's rain, the ship is rocking, and it's not in any way looking like it's going to capsize. I want you to know that. But it does look as though it's going to be important for you to keep your feet planted on that deck. And what I heard was to remember that it is your ship. That no matter how much you're going to take advice from any other crew member or direct any other crew member, but really listen to them, it's ultimately that's you who's going to be setting the direction. You're the captain. And so the sea shanty part tells me that you keeping grounded, part of what's going to keep you grounded during this so that you can determine what you're going to listen to and how you are going to be directed according to what your intention is for where the boat wants to go, is by keeping a rhythm in your life. Now, what does that mean? That means routine. That means, let's just stick with routine for now, because that's what a routine does. It keeps us in a certain rhythm, doing certain things at certain times, doing certain things because we know it's going to have this effect as opposed to that effect. So it can be a somewhat loose routine, but the rhythm, the continuity, it's going to give you some kind of structure so that whatever else is coming around you, you're going to be able to stay grounded in that and decide what you're going to pay attention to. You've also got, from in this cards, it actually makes a lot of sense too, because you've got the cards here. You've got service. Okay, we're all in service to each other, and that's important too, because the fact that they're pointing me out to different faces on the ship says to me there are probably other people involved in whatever your ship is going through right now. And to remember that in this, Gemini, it's important for you to remember that we are all in service to each other, them to you as well as you to them. And that in that, we have to remember that we have the right to decide, good morning mirror, what kind of day we want to have, which again goes along with you keeping your feet planted firmly and keeping your hands on the steering wheel of your ship. It's saying also, within this process, let's move away from the ship now a little bit, because the feeling with the energy, the model still stands, but the feeling with this is, Gemini, to remind you that even though there may be some changes happening, you are very much entitled to, and not just entitled to, you're obligated to, as your path in life, to stay true to what feels right to you. And for you, Gemini, sometimes the feeling right to you has been to make other people happy or to avoid conflict. But that's just the first layer. What's right to you underneath that? If we, any of us, have come into our situations in life with that predetermined sense of we need to make everything okay for people, what we can do without realizing is cut ourselves off from what our deeper feelings are about a situation and believe that our desire to make people happy, serve, be there, whatever, in whatever way works for us is our deep feeling, when it's actually our surface feeling protecting us from deeper feelings that might bring us into contradiction or conflict with the people around us, because that's threatening, right? It's threatening. We might lose friends, we might lose status, we might lose, right? So now what this is saying is, no, you are allowed to just try and not worry about how things are working out. As soon as you start trying, you are doing. As soon as you take action towards something, you're already doing it. Allow things to play out. You do not have to work on making yourself perfect. You do not have to apologize for your needs. You do not have to, in any way, shape, or form, limit what is the acts, the behavior, the situation, the content that is good for your well-being. It's your job. It is your job, Gemini. Now, saying that, we know it's not always the easiest thing in the world for you. We know that sometimes that can create a kind of struggle for you in yourself, because if you go beyond wanting to just help and be there for people and to be amenable, it can bring you into conflicted feelings which you're not really happy about having. You don't like that. You would just like everything to go along nice and peacefully. So the thing is, you may feel sometimes as though you are stuck being a certain way, that you can't get beyond that, you can't get over that. What Spirit is saying is, no, you're going to keep coming into contact with these opportunities to move beyond yourself that you know, move beyond the self that you know. You are going to keep having situations that come up until you can start looking at life with a new perspective and looking at your place in life with a new perspective. And it's all good. It's all about growing. Take your time. Understand that this is a process, and that it is a process and you're in it, and that it's not a bad thing. It is actually something that that you have gratitude for, that you can have gratitude for. And when you start getting, so that's important. Keep gratitude as part of your ritual. Keep gratitude as part of your rhythm. Okay? But gratitude, starting with what's inside of you. Start with what's inside of you that you are grateful for. Start with that and move outward. And as you move outward, what you will find yourself naturally gravitating towards are those things that amplify that sense of gratitude. Okay? But I'm talking deep gratitude, not surface gratitude. Oh, look, isn't that a nice dress you gave me? No, no, no. I'm talking about gratitude for something that is much, much deeper. It is the gratitude for knowing yourself. It's the gratitude for the freedom you are giving yourself. It is the gratitude for aligning with the people, the places, and the things that help support that power in you, that personal power in you. So this is a good, good thing. You are on a ship. You have a ship. You have the wheel. Your feet are planted. You've got the clothes to protect you from the weather and the wind. And you've got the insight and the wisdom to only accept guidance that is relevant, that is accurate, and that aligns with your destination for your ship, okay? Or your intended destination. Gemini, I'm going to leave you with that. Much love. Take care.